Alright, this is a quick video that's going to cover a couple of different topics. We're going to cover fluorescent and acrylic rods, we're going to cover some minor lighting, and we're going to cover the Star Trek Engineering playset and some modifications that I'm in the middle of doing into it. Now, this is the Star Trek Engineering playset. This is the older one from the Enterprise series. I saw the other day online. I've been looking at this thing for like 2 years because it's G.I. Joe scale. This is a Microman figure. It's G.I. Joe scale, Microman scale, and because it lights up. Now, it's in somewhat disarray right now. It takes 3 AA batteries. Let me put it in. Put the last battery in. 3 AA batteries, and once you put the batteries in, it does cool lights. Alright, see, now that's what that does. My problem was it didn't do enough. I wanted more lighting to it, because if you can see, this area right here does not light up. And there is see-through acrylic, red acrylic, that should make it light up. But they use a very low wattage light bulb, and it's not an LED. And I think this was made before we got LEDs, so it comes out really light. So I decided to take the whole thing apart and add lighting to it. Now, first thing you'll see is the top automatically comes, this part right here comes off. You have to actually put it together. And you can look inside and see the little bulb that they already had in there. But for me, that wasn't bright enough. And then what I realized was when I looked inside that these were actually blocked off. So you couldn't get light from the center, where the bulb is, out to here. So, in the time-honored tradition of home improvement, I decided I need to drill out the holes to allow light to get through. So I took my Dremel and I drilled out the little holes so that way light can get through to this tube. Then I realized that the light they use, which is a little halogen bulb, really wasn't bright enough. So what do? It's already wired. I want light in the tube, and I gotta get inside. So I decided to take the lights that I have from Model Software Train Factory and install them into this. Now, I've actually had these before on my Facebook page, Wicked Toy Collectors Creations. But the Model Toy Collectors trains are pretty great. They come in different sizes. They're LEDs. They already have built-in resistors. Let me see if I can focus this. And the best thing about them is they have lifetime guarantees. And depending on what size you buy, because they come in 1mm, these are 5mm. These are very big. These are made more for when I'm building my dioramas. I need a bigger light bulb, bigger light source. They have 1mm, 3mm. They have a microchip size. They have a lot of different sizes. Now, these bulbs are great because you can actually buy everything from them, and these bulbs already come with the resistor attached, so you don't have to add a resistor. You don't have to go to Radio Shack, look for a resistor, look for wiring, look for this, that, and the other thing. They already come, everything's already pretty much pre-wired. As you can see, there's the LED bulb. Resistor's already been attached. Flip cam, so it's not really great at focusing. And red and black. Now, very simply, they also sell the battery straps. Now this is a 9-volt battery strap. They have them in AAA, and they have them in 3-volt, and they have regular AC/DC power supply. And they have, most importantly, a button attachment, a power on-off switch. So, basically what you can do is, and you can tie up to, this is a 9-volt battery, you can do up to 40 lights on one 9-volt battery. Now, this is what it looks like when you do that. Power switch, power on. As you can see, all different colors. I have actually 4 different ones here. I have the blue. I have the cool white. This is the red. And the yellow. The hazmat yellow really isn't as bright as the other ones. Now, as you can, and if you also see, they're all rounded off from the top. And then when you round it off, it gives it kind of like you do a flashlight effect, or a strobe effect, or a spotlight effect. If you don't want that effect, if you want it diffused, what you can do is, like I did here, and they actually show you how to do it on their website, is you can actually sand down the tip of the LED. It doesn't lessen the light. Actually, it disperses it better. So as you can see, the dispersal pattern has gotten much larger. And when you turn them off, they go back to being regular colors. You can't even tell what color was which, which is actually pretty hot. Now, what I did was I wanted to know what colors would work well in the tube, in my dilithium chamber. And as you can see, with the blue, lights up that chamber pretty good. So now I knew the blue was going to work in there great. But then I wanted to know about the red. So what I did was I took the red and tested it out. So now, as you can see, since it was already a red acrylic covering plus the red bulb, that is a snazzy red. Now this is in the dark, and this is with a light on how it looks. So either way, it's going to look pretty good. But now you got a question, because now you sit there going, yeah, okay, genius, but wasn't the whole point to take the lights and hook them up to the power source you already had? Yeah, that is correct. But what I discovered was, after taking apart the engineering section, if I played with it long enough, I discovered that I can use the pre-existing wiring without having to worry about restarting it or reinstalling it. Now if you'll watch carefully, when you connect your sexy new light bulb, which is this one. Sorry about that blinking. Let's put this right here so you can see it. And you just connect your black wire, your black lead, and your red lead. You can now, and if you notice, my LEDs are blinking in the same pattern as the original, and it quadrupled the lighting. Which is pretty cool. I mean, hey, listen, you could go out to Radio Shack, spend $15 on a light set, and not be able to do the same coolness. So that there covers how I'm going to do the wiring on this. Like I said, these go anywhere from $1.25 a piece to $2.98 a piece, depending on what size you buy. And also, if you buy in groups of 10 or 20, the price drops dramatically. So, and you'll also get you get the free battery strap and free power connector if you get 10 or more lights at the same time. I've whole advised you to go to their website. It's awesome. I mean, their lighting is great. Now, since we already have my lighting set up, there's lots of things you can do to lighting. A friend of mine asked about how do you do vehicles and stuff. Well, this is pretty much what you do. You can use, that's how you light the vehicles up, the same way. But you can get a 3-volt, which is the battery, you know, the watch batteries, and you can slide it into a helicopter, any kind of vehicle you want, and then, like I said, use the file, you trim down the top of the bulb, flatten it out, and there you go, it goes right in. Now, something else you can do is, this is a Microman figure, Supergirl. Now, this Supergirl figure has a stand, which of course is see-through. It's supposed to be your flight stand. But if you really want to have some coolness, you can take off the bottom, take one of your lights, and now, because it's a translucent rod, if you install it, Supergirl now has red flying power. It's a cool thing to do. You know, if you don't like the red, you can do the blue. Okay, so if you're looking for something cool to do, actually, if you shorten this, now Supergirl is in a laser beam. There's freaking lasers shooting out of her head. Look, Scott, there's laser beams. I just want a Supergirl with laser beams shooting out of her freaking skull. Is that too freaking much to ask? Yes. A friend of mine also asked about acrylic rods. Now, Plastruct makes acrylic rods in different sizes. He wanted to make lightsabers for Star Wars figures. Now, these are the blue Plastruct rods, and these are very small. These are 332s. Okay, they come in different sizes. As you can see here, this is a blue rod. But when I take this blue rod, if someone asks me what else can you do with it besides making lightsabers and stuff like that, well, if you take the blue rod and take your LED, okay, now if this is a small light, you'll notice now you have a lightsaber that actually lights up. So if you're going to use a 1/6 figure, you can actually get the smaller 1mm light and get the larger 1/8 Plastruct rod, stick it inside, and now your 1/6 figure can have a light up lightsaber that's not clunky, and you can cut it to any size you want. Now the Plastruct rods come in all different sizes. These are the larger Plastruct rods. These are the solids. Okay, these are solid. I have one opener actually already. This is a solid Plastruct tube. Alright, solid styrene. You can see you can trim down the base any way you want. Use an X-Acto knife, a Dremel, a file, any way you want to do it. Any way you want to do it? Yeah, any way you want to do it. Any way you want to do it? All night? All night. Plastruct also has a variety of, these are H-beams. So if you're going to build a structure and you want to build something like a house or something like that, you need H-beams. I'll do a later video showing you all the different kinds of stuff that I have from them. It's very exciting. Now, since we're also on... Wait, did I cover everything? If I covered everything, that's great, because I just blasted through it. Oh, I hope everything so far has been very understandable for you. Oh, the one last thing is Dremels. Somebody asked me recently, a friend of mine, Miko Mason, shout out to you. Spadouts! You asked me about a rotary tools. Now, I don't have a Dremel. What I do have, though, is the Black & Decker RTX. Black & Decker RTX cost me $25.99. 3 settings. 12,000, 2,400, and 3,000 RPMs. Okay? Now, what I did do is, this is Black & Decker, but what I did do is, I ordered the choke lock from Dremel, and what you do is, push back, spin, and it'll accept, this chuck will accept any Dremel tool. So I have a Dremel Easy Lock. This is actually a Dremel Easy Lock tool. Slides right in. Open up the chuck. Slide it in, turn it, tighten it, lock it back into place. Starts up no problem. This particular tip is actually to cut plastic with. It's a easy lock plastic cut tip. And if it's the other Dremel tools, let's see, open up, unscrew, pull out. Yes, yes, Brent Perry and Sea Spray, I said unscrew. Here I have the Dremel mini tool bit, mini drill heads. And as you can see, it goes from 1/32s all the way up to 1/8, okay, which is actually very, very tiny. So actually the 1/32s is perfect, because like I said, if you're going to actually, and as you can see, as tiny as this is, looks like a needle, this chuck, alright, there's this chuck will accept it. Lock it in place, turn on, and you're a drilling. Unscrew, pull out. And for the last tool, of course, rotary drum file. So if you do get a rotary tool, I don't really need a Dremel brand. Dremel's just the brand. My rotary tool, Black & Decker's, lasted me 2 years. It was only $29. And it fits all Dremel tools, as you can see. No problem. And that's pretty much it. One last thing is, if anyone ever has the Hoff tactical screen, and you saw this thing, everyone got it, it's from Star Wars Empire Strikes Back, the Hoff tactical screen. Everybody wanted this screen, but, and again, if you get creative, you can take lights, and it just brings it to a whole new dimension. I mean, that's what I had planned. I had planned to install lights on it. So you see, the lighting really works wonders. That's very exciting. That's all I have to say for now. I have to get back to building my dio. Right now, my tools are being repaired. They got a little quirky on me, so I'm waiting for them to get fixed, and then I'll be doing more videos on that. Tonight, I will be showing you another video. I'll be making it today on how to use Boost. Now, this is to make regular EPS foam rock hard. So I'm gonna try it. It's from Hotwire Foam Factory. I'm gonna try it with the Boost, the foam coat, and grit, which is supposed to give me a natural rock-like appearance. So I'm going to have super strong. There's a foam coat. Super strong tools. Oh, and Miko Main's thing, because you don't have him, you don't have her. La 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 la, super girl. La la la. Thank you.